Hello, ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. So today I'm going to talk about chaos breakout as reporter asked Fauci about the COVID origins. It was a total chaos in the press conference today. Before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming videos that could be time sensitive. Also, you can follow me on Odysee, a decentralized YouTube. You can earn library token just by joining Odysee or just by watching video. If you're interested, you can click the link below. That will help out my channel. Also, I'm on Gather as well as Twitter. Fun stuff I usually post on Rumble. And I also have a Patreon group. If you're interested, you can check it out. Also, you can continue to follow me on Bitchute. I have a whole bunch of other videos that I posted at least probably a year or 2 years ago in Bitchute. You can check it out. And so let's go back to this total chaos today. And basically today so today they have a press conference. Dr. Fauci is going to retire, I believe, right? I hope this guy just retire because it's not good to the general public. This guy, he told a whole bunch of lies. And basically, the chaos broke out in the White House press conference today after multiple reporters asked Fauci questions about the origins of the COVID-19 questions. As reporter asked the question, the White House press secretary, that idiot, attempt to shut down the discussion. And then basically, you can go back to the Twitter and see the clips. It's a total chaos. We have a process, and basically she's saying we have a process here. I'm not calling on people who yell, and you are being disrespectful to your colleague, and you are being disrespectful to our guests, blah, blah, blah. And Fauci has to leave in a couple of minutes. Oh, come on. This guy, Fauci, is the highest pay federal employee in America. And yet who pay for this? The taxpayer, right? You and me, everybody. And we have as a taxpayer, we have every right to know what's going on, what kind of stuff he do in the lab, and what funding that he provide to foreign countries as well, right? And I mean, and then I think Daily Caller tried to ask Fauci about the origin of the virus and what he did to investigate the origin of the virus, and then he got shut down. And then another reporter yelled at her for not letting Diane ask the questions. I mean, the other reporters tried to help the other reporter for Fauci to answer the questions, the origin of the virus. And if you follow my channel, you probably know this a long time ago. Probably I didn't post it in Bitchute. Maybe I posted it in my Patreon group because of the sensitive nature of the topics that was I posted probably in a Patreon group, the origin of the COVID-19. That was at least 2 years ago. And at the time, that was based on an article where the funding come from. The funding has come from the NIH, National Institution of Health, Infectious Allergy and Infectious Disease Department, which is Fauci, head of the department. And he provide funding to EcoHealth Alliance, who is the head of the EcoHealth Alliance, Dr. Darzik. And Dr. Darzik, if you still remember the earlier days of COVID, and Dr. Darzik and get along with a whole bunch of other doctors and some type of scholar to write a letter to probably in I think probably in New England Journal of Medicine, I can't remember, stating that the virus is not come from the lab. They try to dissipate all this suspicious or whatever, because at the time, if you still remember, early days of COVID, probably back in 2020, maybe June or something, there's a whole bunch of Indian researcher published an article stating that because of the sequence of the virus, it doesn't look like this is from nature, it's from the lab. And then after they published this article, Dr. Darzik, along with EcoHealth Alliance, along with other doctors, they published probably it's not an article, it's just an open letter or something, stating that, China, we should support our colleague in China to fight this virus, and this is not come from nature. This is come from nature and not from the lab. And they try to discredit these scholar from India. They published a paper regarding that this, because of the sequence of the virus, it doesn't look like come from nature, it come from the lab. So all these things are linked together. Well, by the time right now, after 3 years, people probably already wake up. But then in the early days, I already talked about it. So probably if you follow my Bitchute channel, you're probably aware of what's going on. I think right now, after 3 years, they just realize it. I mean, people should have realized it long time ago at the earliest stage of the virus. But then, the mainstream media create a whole bunch of fear that people just so fearful, they just take the shot or do whatever they want. But the thing is, it turns out right now the shot is not good, right? So it takes people 3 years to realize that. And then at the end of the press conference, he basically saying that, oh, get your booster shot, blah blah blah. Come on. That's ridiculous. I mean, and then just I think in some other, I can't remember, they keep on saying that if you don't do that, the unvaccinated people is going to die during this winter. Did they say that last year as well? Right, come on, right? So this is just providing unnecessary fear to the general public. And by now, we should have some type of immunity, either through vaccination or through natural immunity. And then on the earlier days, they discredit people can get it from natural immunity, but a whole bunch of research papers show that you can get it from natural immunity, and the immunity can last for a very long time. I mean, if you, I think I talked about that in earlier days in my Bitchute channel. I talk about some type of natural immunity in here. I can't remember. See, natural immunity. So it's based on a paper back in, I can't remember, based on SARS-CoV, based on SARS-1. So SARS-1, those people still have immunity after more than a decade. They draw the blood and then they find there's a tighter immunity for SARS-1. And the thing is, SARS-1 and SARS-2 and SARS-CoV-2, their genetic makeup is very similar. I think it's up to like 80% of similarity. So that means people who have SARS-1, they may have some type of cross immunity to SARS-CoV-2. And SARS-1 mostly happened in Asia, in Hong Kong at the time. And if SARS-1, after 10 years, more than a decade, actually not 10 years, I think SARS-1 is back in 2003. Yeah, it's more than 17 years, right? Or more than, no, almost 20 years, right? Yeah, right now it's 2022. It's almost 19 or 20 years. They still have some type of immunity because they draw blood. I think I showed the article in this video. You can go back and check it out. And they have some type of, people still have immunity, and yet they try to saying that, hey, you have no immunity. Hey, based on, I mean, it doesn't make sense. If that you have no immunity, the human race will be extinct, right? It doesn't make sense. They just want you to take the shot, and then at the end of the day, I think maybe they have some type of agenda, and of course the big farmers makes a lot of money, and their stock price are going up and up and up, right? Back in earlier 2020, right now it's 2020, back in 2021, but people start to realize it. But still, some people, they still go with the flow, right? But they keep on saying, pushing all this, whatever based on science. It's not based on science. It's based on politics. It's based on their agenda. It's based on some type of profit, right? They don't care about you. They care only about them, right? Come on. And if you follow Bitchute long time ago, you probably know all this. This is nothing new. And now people start questioning. I mean, isn't it too late? I mean, most of people already got the shot. And I don't know. Let me know what you think about all this. It's never too late, but then I don't know why people don't realize it. If you read a whole bunch of research paper, you already know. If you follow my channel, you already know this long time ago. This is nothing new. But right now, they just started to ask questions about the COVID origins. Back then, when we talk about the COVID origins come from the Wuhan NEP, they will say, oh, you are conspiracy theory, you are just crazy, blah, blah, blah. But hey, when they label conspiracy theory, how many of those conspiracy theory become true? Almost 90% of the stuff, right? So just use your critical mind to take things in a different perspective. And then they blame on the wet market, right? If you look at the geographic location of the Wuhan lab, right across the river is a wet market. So they try to divert your attention to the wet market so that they won't questions about the Wuhan lab, the leak theory over there. And a lot of dangerous experiment, they like the third world countries or some other country overseas to do those dangerous experiment because it's too dangerous to do it in the US. And then in the US, you have to meet a whole bunch of criteria or more stricter regulations in order to conduct those dangerous lab. And if it's in African or in third world country or in some other part of Asia, they can do whatever they want because they have less regulations. The regulation is not that stringent. And by the way, that Wuhan lab is not run properly, and it's run by basically hush hush. Hey, you know somebody, I know somebody, and then those people who head of the lab, they're pretty incompetent, to be honest. And then they got the position because they know somebody. And the Wuhan lab is built by the French, built by the French people, and they supposed to be run by the French. But then after, I think near the end of the construction, almost finished, and they are almost done with the construction of the Wuhan lab, they kick out the French people. So, and then the Chinese people run the lab. Of course, they run the lab, doesn't run in a good manner, in a strict manner. They just do whatever they want. And there's some rumors that those animals also sneak out to sell in the wet market across the river. So those are rumors. I can't verify that, but I mean, I'm not surprised they do that. I mean, anything could happen in mainland China. I mean, those people are crazy. And then if they have money involved, if they can make money, they will do whatever they want. They have because they don't have any religion. And the Chinese Communist Party basically brainwashed the whole nation. All they care, those people, is there's no morale. Those people basically they just do it for money, without any ethics or whatsoever. So I mean, not only in China, this people is also no ethics as well. He know what's going on day one. He know that it's come from the Wuhan lab, but he's just playing dumb. He knows everything. Come on, he's not that stupid. Let me know what you think. Comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you found this video helpful or interesting, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. Also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming video that could be time sensitive or could be important. Also, you can follow me on Odysee, and then you can continue to watch some other video in Bitchute. That was those are the early days about this coronavirus. Anyway, and also I'm on Odysee, Gather, Twitter, fun stuff in Rumble, and of course I have a Patreon group. You can check out over there. Remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our wealth. Stay wise, stay safe. This video is only for entertainment purposes, not a health advice, and you should consult with your doctor about this coronavirus. And I cannot guarantee the 100% accuracy of this video or previous video or future video. And as I said, this is only a entertainment purposes, not a health advice. If you have any question or concern about coronavirus, you should consult with a doctor. And I'm not responsible for your health. And peace out.